Alright, welcome back everybody to Rogue Legacy. I've leveled up, I think, a little too much here. I'm at level 174. My class is a Spell Thief. It's one of the classes I unlocked while I was leveling up here. Goal today, try to take out the remaining 2 bosses. Maybe take a swing at the final boss, but we'll just have to wait and see what brings us here today. I've already taken care of the garden boss and the main castle boss. I believe is an eyeball and a giant floating head. We still have a giant floating. It is not. It's the floating head again. I don't remember. One of those guys that can phase through the bigger version. One of those guys that can phase through the walls and charges at you. Always good. I actually have the right equipment to do this too. If I jump, I can take out the rest of these guys pretty easily. That'll be great. That'll be great. I see there's like a little treasure chest in the corner there. I'm trying to figure out how to get that. Or I was trying to figure out how to get that, rather. Being able to one-shot things up here is just the best. I know my magic's a little weak, considering I'm at 174, but like I said, I've always prioritized back over magic. Got a little fly flying around in my room right now as I'm trying to play here. I may need to pause this here so I can kill a fly. It keeps bothering me. Got a very big room to fly around in. You just need to stay away from, you know, the 2 or so feet that I'm between me and the television. I think the ability to one-shot things with my sword is probably the worst way to learn how to play this game. You start getting used to basically, well, taking everything out in one hit, that when things start taking 2 swipes, You end up taking crash damage because of it. Most enemies take 2 to 3 swipes, so from beginning to end. Nice. I found the boss here. I believe the boss name is Ponce de Leon. The giant floating something. What are you? Ah, yes. Fireball. Ponce de Leon. So, the entire boss battle is just you running in circles and dealing damage when able. You know, slice here, slice there, just running in a big circle. Because as you make the full turn on this guy, his fireballs begin to disappear, so... Another thing that really works well in this boss battle is there's a retribution charm that allows you to deal damage to enemies that have dealt damage to you. It's really great for taking out the spiked ball guys, because as soon as you run into them the first time, it should kill them. I don't know about maybe like a new game plus 2 or 3, but one hit from them and they're dead. Don't have the luxury of the previous boss, Alexander. He does not spawn any enemies for you to kill and then use to level up your health. So what I'm looking at right now is equipping a retaliation spell here. Yeah, so I've gotten to the point where many of my upgrades are now greater than, well, I guess not all of them, but you can see a lot of them are in the $2,000 plus range. Ninja's definitely one of those classes where you just get used to slashing your sword and everything dying in one hit. Like that. So that's a permanent upgrade to my characters, which is through 8. Through 8. Charon's Obol that allows me to get into the castle free next time. Provided I don't immediately replace it with something else. We're gonna take the basement one here. This is sort of a gamble because ninja class, Nobi class is high damage, which means I can possibly take out some of the guys down here in one shot, but it's also high risk because you have very little defense and HP, so you start to run into a situation where you don't immediately kill it in 1 to 2 swipes, you're probably dead. This is a pretty good run into the dungeon here. Obviously, I've leveled up, so you know that's a bonus. But I think the bigger factor is, you know, running Shinobi. That's like pissing me off. Alright, well that's the other boss store here in the basement. This guy's a giant blob. I'm gonna take him on. You'll see the gimmick to this. Blobs aren't that difficult, but aside from the fact that this area also has spike pit to it, there's the gimmick. Is every time you split one of these guys, it produces a mage that does that. So you have to manage your mages that you're producing while killing off these, you know, smaller guys. So if I manage this correctly, I may be able to do this on my first try. But again, it requires not taking damage from floor spikes and managing these mages that are coming through. I'm doing good right now. We only have blobs to deal with. They do jump, you can see. I've only got 19 more health to go, so I don't want to take any more pointless damage here. I'm using up my magic here. Yep, got pinned there between the spike guys and the other blobs that were jumping down. It was a good first attempt, though. I think it was doable. If I had managed my health better earlier on, I think I'd been okay. Or if I had full health, that would have also helped. But yeah, it's a free pass. So this class that I have now, I haven't talked about it yet. It's more gold. You can also, when it's fully leveled up, you can see where the treasure chests are on the map. So there's a treasure chest directly to my right, but I cannot pass through this area to the right. So I have to go down and around to get to that treasure chest. Or up and around. I'm not really sure how the map's laid out. This is an area that's got overpowered black mages in them. Every time I unlock one of those, I always hope that it's another blueprint. I think the game, at least before we get to New Game Plus, is probably done giving me armor upgrades. I guess if you spend enough time, it'd probably give you the rest of your armor upgrades here on initial run. But that's the other benefit is when you see two treasure chests back to back like that, it generally means that you're walking near a boss door. So I have the ability where I don't remember anything, so I don't get to look at an overall map. I understand this correctly. He's my favorite guy. I like him. Alright, let's take me upstairs. I managed to not take damage there. Good. Yeah, it's probably on the other side of that wall. Go down around. Down around. Ninjos. Not ninjas. Like in Super Mario. Ninjos. Dead. I'm gonna pick the boring character every time. Pentecost down's nice, but I don't have enough money for it. That one works. Good, I don't see in 3D, which means that every so often guy is not going to appear for me to see him. It's going to be a situation where the guy is going to be flat as paper, but here so that I can barely, if not see him at all. Like how right as I defeat the 3 guys that are like immediately in my way, now I'm gonna start running to the upper enemies that shoot, you know, in 8 directions. Yay, I did it. So that treasure chest directly below me is a mimic. You can tell because I believe you can tell because you can't see it on the map. Not sure if my non-3D-ness is affecting that or not. Good, this room. I love this room. These things is not like the other. One of these things just doesn't belong. Money. They're all mimic. They're all mimic. Definitely too many picture for mimics in this game. Not that I hate them as an enemy or whatever, or they're just unfair. Just you get so used to them, like, you know, you have a percentage of like 50% mimic to picture ratio, that you just swing at everything that you see, instead of more or less assuming that they're all benign, and then when you do run into the mimic, it's like, oh, hey, you got me. Talk about mimics a lot because they've been in a lot of games I've played recently, but someone once said that if you put mimics in the game, you don't give the player you don't penalize the player at all for swinging at every treasure chest. You know, they'll just do that. They'll just, every time they see a treasure chest, they swing for it. Now, if you make it in such a situation where you swing at a treasure chest and there's, you know, it's not a mimic, everything that, you know, whatever's in the treasure chest becomes garbage, like unusable garbage. Then now you've got yourself an interesting situation where you can't swing at every treasure chest because you'll turn it into garbage. I'm running low on health. I'm gonna die. Oh, the health fountain, that's good. This is doable. The only one I should really be worried about is that one right there. But eventually it'll die from bouncing too many times back and forth. Go down, or I can go up. Portal. I think I'm at that point where I'm screwed no matter what I do. So, yep, there it is. 3D blindness got me finally. But, you know, might as well try to gather a little bit more, money maybe, before dying. Sounds terrible, doesn't it? Nope. I'm gonna try and shoot for 10,000 here. Don't know if I'll get to 10,000. That was pointless. Wasn't too bad. I took 40 damage, but lead me back into the attic again. It'd be easy to get back to where we were just at. Yeah, I need to go this way. Nice. A little late for attempting this boss, I think. I don't have enough health. I'm getting damn close to our secondary goal, though. Yep.